America, pardon me, it ain't the cyborgs. America, I'm sorry, it's your elders that's doing this. Oh man, America. America, be careful, America. America, I love my wife. Sorry to tell you that. I do love my wife, but it ain't Siobhan that I love because she tried to probably most likely marry into she probably used rags to marry in the anatomy of my wife a certain type of way. And the people that I'm speaking about are nothing but Asian people. They don't have Caucasian looking people a certain type of way. I know this for a fact. You know, my wife doesn't have a form of Caucasian people that look um, to their legacy and lineage a certain type of way because the way I am and the danger of certain things of attraction, so they wouldn't do it. So the person you're looking for is looking like Natalie and Tess from is literally Tess from Ocean's 11, and that was the marriage of Rags like the Blade and Shield. They tried to marry into the family that's most likely going after the family magic, and then they're going to test America. When you ever seen a commercial about you speaking about Houdini on the Science Channel? Was Houdini a spy or type of stuff? I've been watching on the Science Channel. Matter of fact, let me show you. It's been coming on lately on the Science Channel. I'm on. These people are gonna go after America. It's people that's framing my Star Water wives. And then on top of it, it's them in the ice galaxy. Individuals playing a secret war. Pacifica and them. It's just mad and shit. She be on porn showing her ass and shit. People that's mad of the deterioration of their water and stuff. No, it's not pretty much everywhere. You know, they're mad because their water source is decrepit and stink. I came up with the finances to solve the water to purify and clean the water, and then they're going after my money. And the reason why that's happening is because they dishonored the astrological empress, and then they're literally just trying to survive. The people that did it is trying to survive off certain families' magic that already fucked them over in magic because they thought they had a similarity, and then ended up trying. Really, they're going after my Star Water Wives. That's all it is. They're going after the Star Water Wives I have because other individuals are going after. You ever seen Star Trek with my family and they were like they were like lynx. They called them lynx or something. They went in the water. They're like water people and stuff. The individual that's doing it is those individuals, but my family look handsome. But if you have mutated versions a certain type of way, linking into their water system and certain things is gonna cause a certain type of situation. And then you had Rags, Edge, Blade, and Shield that have been trying to manipulate them for their magic. And then you had the 10 astrological jewel empresses of water. They had their own planet, but they probably going other places trying to, steal other people's magic, and they probably trying to dominate space and doing those type of stupid things they're not supposed to be doing. So it's gonna pollute. It's gonna end up polluting their mother's jewel, corrupting their mother's jewel, and their mother's jewel is gonna break. I actually did have some blue gemstones that actually did really break and stuff. Sorry to tell you that, America. And the people that have been causing it was the Haitian people in Brooklyn, your 63rd precinct, your 78th precinct, and your 100th precinct, um, the 5th precinct, and all your and your individuals that was rebuilding King Plaza. All your local precincts and stuff though of Brooklyn was the ones causing the situation. You don't believe me or not? And oh yeah, the Long Island precinct. I think I think somebody was framing the third precinct in Long Island but it's just one of the detectives that work there and stuff. So the Nassau precinct in Long Island, they were framing them. So it was because of this chick named Siobhan, this rat bitch. And anyway, man, sorry to say, my Star Water wives, they're going after my family a certain type of way. Listen, it's so real that they went after my family, and it was on live television, and they did it on the Asian channel. You have people that just wants to learn magic calendar, people that doesn't care about order. Listen to my documentaries on YouTube, part of me America. The individual said it on the Houdini Science channel. He said uh, 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 they're going to America's oldest test. They're saying that America's oldest. They're gonna test America's oldest. Like they're gonna test individuals. You know how Charlene does tests? They're about to go test America. Basically, they're saying they're going to destroy America at a time. So the people that you're looking for that's cooking all that herpy chemistry and water and all fucked up type of things, and they're doing it through Starbucks because they're doing it through coffee. So it's like some fucked up energy. Like you'll have people that's turning some magic energy into some probably polluting the water. They're polluting water, and then people drinking out the vessel of the water they're polluting. So whoever's doing it is doing some vindictive, spiteful magic. And if you don't know magic, you ain't gonna be able to get rid of it a certain type of way. And then another person is just trying to be a gynecologist. So basically, another person is just trying to touch a girl's pussy. The real person that's doing it is a gynecologist. If it's not, listen, it's so much of a gynecologist, you're gonna end up in a psychiatric facility, and then you're gonna end up having to go see the gynecologist because you're gonna think something's wrong. And then by then, they're going to be tormenting you. They're going to probably try to cure you. They're going to say, oh, you see, this how I cured you, this and the other. And then they're going to start touching you. And then the doctor's probably going to want to have sex with you. And then you're going to run a train on you. And they're going to tell you, you can do this all day. You don't got to worry about nothing. People that's fucking up your nervous system is going to cause you collapse. And they're going to fulfill you up with drugs until you're just dead and gone and shit. Until you're like a suicidal individual. And then they're going to try to show you element science that's going to deteriorate the earth elements and is going to cause the end of the world. I know what I'm speaking about. Watch. You'll see what I'm saying. This is the same thing that happened during the war of the fist in the Fist of the North Star. Because individuals, it were doing some Nephilim shit, they didn't know how to take no for an answer. And then they were mad that I was so high on elements. And then they thought they killed me. You gotta know, a lot of calendars did a lot of wrong to me before, and I let it slide because of my wife. And me and my wife just had surprises for them at a time, but you have an individual that's knowing magic. My wife's been sitting there like a hostage a certain type of way, waiting for the time, but then she's probably sees my mentality that I'm on, and then she's not happy because I'm not going through the things I used to go through, that she doesn't know about my injury that I had a certain type of way. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So she's getting suicidal, and she's giving up because I might call her to the spiritual realm, and you know what it is? It is really who's causing it is the people going after my Star Water wives, probably Pacifica and all them, because she got to pay me my money. Then people gonna know that she's lying, and she start coming up with the plans of the technology I already had. Then I'm already tweaking still again. They're gonna know it's my idea, so she got to get rid of all the people that knew about the finances, but it's gonna cause the end of the world anyway, and the end of the future. There ain't gonna be no future because she can't get a part of the finances, and then she already did something wrong, stuff with other men. She been showing. I actually got her picture. She's wearing like a white shirt and like a black gown, like she don't give a fuck about her belly and shit, like she's some Black Diamond Empress that don't give a fuck about her belly, and then she has blonde hair and stuff. So, and then she been showing her flimsy ass, her and the other one. There's two of them, her and another one, and then they just veins that went bad according to the astrological empress. Listen, man. If you had sick, listen, America. Let me explain to you about physics. If you had people that were sick and they went to the hospital, and all astrological trees in their calendars, it's gonna accumulate to individuals being super villains like comic books. The physics are gonna add up to super villain comic books, and then what? Now the introduction. They're gonna introduce themselves like they're an opponent, and then the Galactical War. This is stupid and the shit I told you about when I left you instructions, and then you see what happened? Because of my caretaker. So all right, and because you stink pussy bitch Siobhan. It all start. You know why it started? Because I don't want to heal the bitch Siobhan. I was rather giving Justine Sealy a boost, and then she was got mad at that. She went after Justine Sealy to manipulate her, turned her to be. She caused her to be a Players Club whore. Because Justine Sealy don't realize the sequence is playing. She's the Players Club whore. She just haven't realized it yet. And then she's mad because Rag Shield ain't your Blade and Shield. So they're mad because I don't want to hear Siobhan. Then on top of it, they're already linked with so much other people in the in other people's astrological tree. They wanted me to freak is also the individuals of the Cochrane group. My caretakers raped Duntar. Some of them may have did something in the form of they broke a form of consecration. They may have caused the Duntar's rape in the paradigm of time, and then some of them are skeptical of the things that's happening because they seen that they turned victim. But it was what I told you, the movie Omega Code. It was that manipulated the caretakers at certain points of reality because of contracts that was taken out on other individuals that was being careless, and then got rid of them individuals, and then the Empress brought them back a certain type of way and caused their own war within them because she wants to entertain herself when she wants to do her fancy thing. Frasier and Lilith, the basically individuals that's framing Lilith. But they don't want me to be with Lilith neither because of Lynn. And they don't want Lilith and Lynn, and then the Cochrane, yeah, the Cochrane, and then also the Cochrane group. The Cochrane group had to do with Dante's rape. Majority of those individuals, most likely the people from Helen of Troy, um, Dante's astrological tree, a certain type of way. Individuals that wanted to go after my finances got into demonic magic that wanted to literally murder and rape my wife, and then found oh no, you're not gonna try to see my penis. They found out they try to rape my family and shit. They try to fuck up my family, and then they rape their own family members and stuff. And then on top of it, other you stupid bitches that I'm not healing. Like I don't want to give certain bitches pussy. I don't want certain bitches pussy. I don't want to give certain bitches dick. That's it. I don't care. I don't care. That's why you seen people on their commercial, on their dating commercial in their app, oh, it doesn't hurt. It was somebody even said today. They're like, it doesn't hurt. So if they're going to promote the escort service and then they're going to endanger innocent people's lives, you got to get these situations together. And then on top of it, my caretaker's already fucked up in Brooklyn and stuff because when I went to go refine the astrological tree, they started acting funny with me because of other people in the social economic system because of rags, edge, blade, and shield. So, I'm not going to get into that type of situation because they were chasing people away all day and shit. So you had Tessa family, Angie Martinez family, a person said Garcia, the Garcia family, Cigar family, Garcia, Garfield family. The Garcia family, Garfield's family chasing people away. So individuals that didn't care in the paradigm of time, individuals that went after the owl eye. Basically people that broke into Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove. They broke into a Bohemian Grove situation. Something had happened, and then individuals went too far with a situation, and then next thing you know, they're just fucking up people's lives and shit. So people that committed criminal acts, that's holding it over other people in the paradigm of time, then they trying to be on some family shit, and then the last minute vendetta end of the world. People, in a paradigm of time, if you fuck up in an element reflects for a long time. So, it might be a certain sequence of vibrations in certain elements that cause some slothfulness, like a Ixa, collab. You had a couple people, listen, as a galactical war, you had a couple people that fucked up in the past at certain times. They had a certain emotions. A man was hurt, and then certain other people was falling weak to the physical reality. But I'm a man. I'm a man of honor and dignity. So other people can't heal the way they want to heal because the embarrassment of certain things in the astrological tree. But they have the astrological tree, so that means it's complete. But another person doesn't feel that. How could it be complete if one family member ain't looked upon a certain type of way? Well, then you got barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Since you're cannibals, you got barbecue for lifetime. You know, you got a certain day of barbecue. They go your Bohemian Grove. Now you got a certain days of barbecue for yourself. So you know, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You just don't eat it and don't come sex me. Telling you about that. I'm telling you from right now. I don't need, if that's your last vendetta, I'm the real Messiah. I'm the real Almighty. You don't want to do that to me. I'm telling you from early. If you're already living like cannibals, I'm being sarcastic to show you your ignorance a certain type of way. But if some of you might be, you might not want to lose something a certain type of way. So if you're happy with separating yourself a certain type of way, if you feel the Empress should be crippled, or she should have some type of finger twitch, or some fucked up habitation in her anatomy, then that's good for you. That's good for you. You know, I'm not gonna be with nobody that's fucked up a certain type of way. Just like you notice, my empresses didn't want to really be with me when I was fucked up a certain type of way, right? All right, I got shot. They didn't want to be with me, right? They came to check me, and then they went to go party, right? They checked me, they partied, they shaking their ass. Niggas buying, niggas was buying starter jackets, AMerIcas, all type of gas, boss, boss. You know, niggas making fun of me. Boss this on my dick. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff individuals was using for funny physics and shit. You know, so you know, funny manipulations even in physics. Then you have individuals in the paradigm of time. If you had people that were sick in the hospital and then they were getting cured, think about this natural logic, right? Okay, if you had people that were sick in the hospital and then they're getting cured in the paradigm of time, then you had the sickness itself that came from somewhere that somebody's not gonna like. Then on top of it, if it wasn't put away and if you had somebody on the run, like you ever had somebody on the run? Okay, it's like a star being on the run and trying to get away from individuals. You ever seen the commercial? You ever seen the commercial with that shit was funny to me too, you know, because I actually helped the nigga get away when I was in Brooklyn, on Optimum Cable. I know Optimum was wondering, am I on drugs? I was smoking cigarettes at the time, and I was smoking weed, and I was just stopping from smoking cigarettes and weed, and they were injecting me with a medication called Risperdal. So yes, I was on drugs. So I was being manipulated because I had some form of censorship of a lucrative biohazard debris of depressant that was in my system, making me react a certain type of way according to the natural vibrations, and I was in the basement. What do you expect? You know, you have a hamster or a mouse rat that was escaping from the hospital that jumped out the window, landed in a car, and then I'm on drugs and I'm in a basement and I'm being injected with Risperdal and I'm the real vibe. So I'm vibrating on a low frequency, and then another individual is doing voodoo. Walter Paul was doing voodoo, and he was the person that had the shiver, what you call the shivers. Individual. This is why probably they went after the chives, and they don't know chives is for something else. But you know, child that's gonna actually fuck that person up even more. You know that, right? You don't realize that you ain't seen nothing yet. Now you're about to witness gremlins on another level in a certain time frame. Don't worry about it. But just because the stupid dickhead ate chives. Now let me show you how real this is, right? Then you have an individual that was doing voodoo magic, that was already hunting doctors because they wanted cures for the fucked up things they were doing, raping girls from the tribe of Benjamin, your wild dogs. A person said, I made what is his name? Not Sabretooth, Subarus, whatever his name is from the pyramids before. When girls acted out of order and did certain things, they would get they would be they would show me who was off a certain type of way, and they would take advantage of their physical a certain type of way because they demoralized themselves. So when they demoralized themselves, it was like Saberus wanted to be like that. So the other people were cursed to be like because it was like a curse. So another person, there was one person that made an oath to be like that, and then he vindictively hunted people down and made them like that. So then you had individuals in the paradigm of time when I warned my wives of the craft. I said, yo, listen, People's gonna try to get next to you and make you do magic for them in the craft, and they're gonna try to break you down through your magic by fucking up your life. You're gonna hear people getting jumped ahead of time. They're gonna come to you for help. Then they're gonna want to do certain things for you. Then they're gonna realize they could, they could have did it before, but now you had individuals that was doing Salem in the paradigm of time. So nothing new under the sun. Truth remains the same. It just adjusts in the justice in the truthful justice with the form of the natural times that you're in reality. So you have politicians that was hunting down witches, witch hunt, you know, and they were getting rid of witches. Basically, headhunting. You had Highlander, you had people raping the Milky Way, you had men raping girls, you had people robbing period, imperial, and royal families. When the Satan, it wasn't the devil. When Satan came out in life, that was like the mascot of their reality. They're like the vindictive strike of individuals that went after a serpentine human of innocent habitation that was that always acts for the sensibility of individuals to be remorseful, and then on top of it work the hardest through the paradigm of times of survival, and then was done wrong in their habitation because of other individuals of low reality. Listen, you have a serpent that was honestly working a certain type of way in life, and then on top of it, the nigga is listen. You know I'm the real Buddha, right? You notice when I was a child that the things I used to do. Well, I used to take ants and make ant fight. I used to play tops. I used to do all type of things, a certain type of thing, ring tops or ring pops. I used to do all type of things, and I didn't even know about tops at the time when I was doing ring pops. I didn't even know about the ring pops at the time because I already got shot. I wasn't even thinking about that shit. That just happened naturally. So I was doing things already. They put a telephone in my house, and I was that couldn't make phone calls, and I was still able to make phone calls. They knew I was a dangerous person from right then. Yo, listen, you know how much fun it was watching me? And some people thought it was very amusing watching me when I was younger. They're like, yo, listen, look at this. This nigga is making phone calls. They're like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, I'm making phone calls and shit. And then people couldn't believe it. Like, yo, this nigga is actually making. From when I did that, I was making phone calls with a phone that couldn't make phone calls. They knew right then and there was nothing else. They, what you wanted was right then and there. That was the first sign of yo. Listen, this one is gonna be this is exactly. Anyway, I'm gonna say it. I'm educated. Listen, then you have people in natural physics committing crimes in the paradigm of time that's leading up to high crimes in the future. Then you have people that did entrapment. And because of this being my economic system, it's not fair to a regular person. And then me being in the position I am, these individuals want to take advantage of me. You have men that committed rapes. I ran the correctional facility. I ran all international correctional facilities. Then on top of it, I'm here, and then you have somebody else running a correctional facility that's trying to tell me that's not educated, and then you got men being educated that is being put to a test that's losing their life because of things that they already did because another person wants to see their honor. Then you have my caretakers viewing this, feeling remorseful for individuals that's trying to break into their magic because they already raped girls that they were in charge of in the habitation and being manipulated at the same time for the type of things that we're going through right now. You know, your escort situation. That's kind of sad. So now, it's just like I told my wife. I said, well, listen, you're going to have people that's doing magic, and then they're going to start hunting you down like Sarah. They're going to want to break into your the same thing I told Dontor. Not Dontor. Dontor is a different Yo, Danton has a different crown. Danton has a different crown. Okay, this is a different person. You have Danton. Let me rap to you. Let me tell you something. Now, let me explain something. You have Munai. Listen, you have empresses that was doing magic, like Danton. She used to. She reminded me of the girl from the Hercules cartoon around the time Helen was there. She had a funny Lima situation a certain type of way. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know, she she was demoralizing herself in a paradigm where certain people she was doing a form of magic with certain people and they were just entrapping her and waiting for her to come. You ever had somebody make you feel so down to go against you? I got shot. So that was the opportunity to go against her conscience, to make a turn against herself. You ever had the magic so much that you had a dog chase his own tail? You know how much dog. Yo, I used to be in Brooklyn and used to watch dogs go in a circle chasing their own tail. I'm used to be like, yo, something's wrong with this dog. The dog is really showing me sign because say, say you know, that's fucked up. You know, I literally brought him to the fucking this planet, and then I'm trying to remember the nigga's name. Um, pardon me for a second. You know, I brought the nigga to the planet, and then you know the nigga started acting all crazy. And shit, you know, it's bad enough I threw him in a sack. The nigga probably fearful of the things that he'd been watching, but he was always okay and shit. You know, he don't need to see where the fuck he was going. That's it. Anubis don't understand what was going on a certain type of way. He doesn't need to know what was going on a certain type of way. You know, I brought the nigga here. The nigga started doing all types of crazy shit. The nigga, the nigga was fearful of my wife because he started seeing what my wife was doing a certain type of way. Then my wife done tall being manipulated by her the magic that individuals doing for her. Individuals chasing their tail. She's doing magic and she wasn't there at the time because she's trying to secure her reason of her habitation. They manipulated her, made her turn against herself. Where I think she might have opened up. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say. I'm hoping that that's not what happened. But a nigga that's not gonna lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Another nigga, even though he's fucked up, there was something about Anubis that he would never lie to me. So I don't care what a person says. So at the end of the day, a person wonders why would I keep a dog? Because one time the dogs didn't bark when something happened in a certain type of way because they were scared themselves. You know, a person said, "What happened?" I said, "The dogs knew I had some serious drama back in the days. Something happened a certain type of way, and the dogs didn't want us to get into the situations because it was more than what they could handle a certain type of way at the time, and they were humbling their reality because it could have been a form of difference, but they held their composure to the reality because the the habitation we were in, they didn't even expose me a certain type of way because after what happened to me, I was able to hear. So I'm not gonna get into. You gotta know the story of what happened one night and stuff. So and the dogs were there. I could another person looked at me like, oh my god, so and so this that I was, but it had to happen like that because I had to make moves a certain type of way, and I don't want to think about my life a certain type of way because I don't want nobody spoiling a person's gratitude that I have a certain type of way for individuals that paid me homage and tribute through time. Because other people want me to side with certain people so they could learn a form of magic. And then you have other individuals that was conniving, devious, vindictive, or evil that did certain things. So they sided with individuals trying to fuck up the relations of me controlling social economics because they wanted to make moves a certain type of way. So, another person looked at it as a venture. I didn't look at it as a venture because when you see kids that didn't honor their conscience, this is the most dangerous thing in life. So I looked at it another type of way. So my wife, Dontal, they, you know, they, she might have been careless with her habitation a certain type of way. Individuals of her social habitation already showed me that they were careless. So if I already called for one situation and then the situation didn't appear a certain type of way, where's the rest of the situation? So if all of them did the same thing a certain type of way, that means you got a certain social economic of a whole clique. I'm a person of acknowledgement, and when you had bitches that jumped into a television like digital system that just wanted to go whore a certain type of way and manipulate because other people in the physical reality because of drug drug habitation. Now you had my wife Dontal that was the dog that was even being tranquilized, and then the person doing science hit me with the Risperdal, hit me with a lion tranquilizer. So another person's wondering what the fuck you talk. They hit me with a lion tranquilizer that could have killed me. And on top of it, that is not my habitation of my chemistry. So, another person's wondering, what are you speaking about? I said, yo, listen, you know, this, Abe Shaylee and Liv gave a person some medication because they wanted to be injected in me because they couldn't be a part of my magic, and then you had people that was trying to inject the empresses in me, and then that was defiling the magic. So you breaking consecration right there. You're causing the end of the world because my anatomy is not agreeing with their disobedience of what they did in the physical, and that person's trying to forcefully make me be with a person I don't want to be with. So that was a literally, they were trying to put something inside that was going to try to kill me. That is never going to get to happen because I'm literally space and self, and I don't give a fuck how much you feed me, what you try to give me to do certain things. Listen, your total recall opening up situation didn't work with rags. It's not gonna work with your empress either. So please, just don't do it to yourself. I'm actually gonna kill the bitch. You know, a certain type of way inside of me. Don't make me strike myself in front of you. So I'm just actually right after I'm done, I'm gonna handle it. But it's just like you had people that did funny things a certain type of way, and the underworld showed me Anubis had situations going on. Then I have another calendar of high intensity, equality, of one's, of how can I say this, of one's visual intellect that was already going through situations. Then I had other calendars, a lightning calendar, that wonders how come I stay away from them a certain type of way because all the computer failures, all the grid shutdowns, the electrical shutdowns. I'm seeing individuals telling me lightning thief. Niggas are putting lightning in a jar. They put lightning things in a jar, knowing that the Da Vinci Code trying to trap at my son Adam. I'm over here thinking about my family in Asia. I'm thinking about individuals and their habitation. I'm watching people get robbed for their jewelry. I'm thinking about my other family. I'm a man I love myself. and then I'm a man that's very charismatic, and then I'm a man also of one's high intellect. So what is an individual doing stupidity for? And then I'm a man of natural allegory. So I'm just being real with you. Either way you want to look at me, I told you I'm the Magi Emperor, the Majesty, the real Emperor of all. So the funny situations through time, and then you have people committing physics crimes in magic that's been locked up, coming home, doing things, being trying to be good. You have X-Men. You have all type of people that introduce themselves. People that been watching me remember the things of consciousness, been spying on me because they're waiting for some type of strike. And then I have this individual here, funny next individual. Listen, I don't care how nice a person is. You're not gonna disrespect me in the speech act. I know a, a man does martial arts in my life, and the reason of martial arts is regardless. But if you do martial arts and you start busting my wife's ass, you want to get to me, you the next contender? Well, wonderful, 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 wonderful. If that's what you want, just let me get a little, a certain type of way I'm supposed to be, and then we'll see what happens. Because I don't plan to really get into martial art bouts and stuff because there's people that's wondering I'm gonna always be the best martial artist ever in existence. So it doesn't matter a certain type of way for me. So other men are entrapping each other, hunting other martial artists down on some Highlander. And then another person is causing it is just actually sitting back, moving, targeting who they want to target a certain type of way, and then making certain things happen. And a person says, who would be doing something like that? Well, I'm obligated, but I don't really want to speak about it because I've already been taking Amtrak. So people are wondering about my wife. My wife is a wonderful person, and then I'm seeing certain things concerning my wife a certain type of way. And the person, I seen certain things in physics a certain type of way. I'm not gonna call my wife because when I call her, I don't want to take my chance for my wife going to do something or my wife having some type of ties with somebody a certain type of way and ending up somewhere a certain type of way, and then she should really do it. She would really need my help probably because of something that happened. So I know she can handle a situation a certain type of way. But some of them may have made charm contracts. The reasons being because other people tried to already get at them in the paradigm of time. Then you have certain emphasis just tying them, just being disbobulated and disoriented a certain type of way. And they're endangering certain lives that's not disoriented, but because of the high order, is causing a certain reaction at a certain time, and then another person's looking for the honor a certain type of way at the time. So I don't really want to get into something. Me, there's no such thing as time for me. I could be with any one of my wives anytime I want to. But I'm not gonna be with certain chicks that then leave their pussy. Then you had chicks that I could have overlooked the situation a certain type of way at a time. But the choices that they made was, it seems something. Once a chick shows me that she's with a man, you let another man stick his dick in you, and just forget about it. Just forget about these things. That's it.
That's not. I don't consider that my child because that's a person that already disrespected their consciousness. Even if they thought they was their sister, a person on their level, no. Once I started sleeping with my own daughters, I slept with some of them, and they loved me so much they would never sleep with them again. If something happened like that, that means somebody broke a real sacredcy and they raped my family somewhere. I just don't know about it. Another person thinking it's a joke, and then it might have been one of my daughters that caused one of my other daughters to get murdered or raped, and then ended up falling victim in the physics to a person that did them a favor that just wanted to fuck them over in the first place, and then fucked up the relationship that I had with my wife because they knew my empress and he was real powerful. And most likely, the people that have been doing that have been targeting certain of my families, most likely them niggas, and then other families. And I don't want to be with certain people because the things that they did were rags, educating shit, ate shit they didn't live. That was already giving my family disease because of the jealous habitation of me being with my other wives and having children beyond children with them, and they didn't finish their education. So I'm not gonna be stupidity and get into a situation that's more than another individual. Then you have individuals that's breaking consecration, and then they're wondering in the paradigm what's causing me. You're breaking high forms of natural light that's more than you, and then I'm on the earth, and then I already had a lantern. Then people try to say, "Oh, I didn't know." You're doing something. When I put Atlantis away, it shifted. It disappeared. The whole land disappeared itself. Actually covered the land where it was. Another person couldn't even touch the soil. I already seen people, itching just to find out. So it, you know something? It's just like starbeams. Starbeams take a certain. I've been on my tongue. Something's happening sometimes. If you have starbeams taking certain shapes in the sky, and then I wasn't a part of that shape, and they did something that broke their magic, it's gonna cause them to fall. A person said, why did that happen? Because the vindictiveness of them going after other individuals intricately a certain type of way caused them to fall. Because they had a what? A irritation. A ignorance that built up to a negligence that caused them to not pay attention, that's causing the fall of that astrological calendar that already most likely caused the fall of the zodiac also. When my magic is in danger a certain type of way, I'm gonna repel and defend myself or do certain things because there's something bothering me. I gotta ease up the pressure from the gunshot that I was feeling in the paradigm of time from the migraine I was feeling on the side of my fucking head. Don't I called my wife, listen, my nigga. I called Donta. Don Donta started acting crazy. This asshole in the store was telling you, lock the door, please. I gotta lock the door, please. I'm looking at the nigga like, is he speaking about himself? But if he's a part of my wife's tree, he's trying to get my wife locked up in jail. Like, he can, rape my wife. Like, you so in love with you gonna get my wife raped. Then you gotta know the history with certain people. And then on top of it, the way they're already acting, the magic, the energies letting you know that there's something wrong with these individuals. Then Donta came when I called Donta. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I called Donta, but another person don't know where and when I called Donta. She came and then she showed up and looking at me a certain type of way. I said, "Yo, what is wrong with this girl?" And then I just didn't say nothing after that. I was like, "Oh man, I'm over here like yo. I wanted her to come home. I wanted to lay down, to be cozy, types of stuff. She's looking. You got some next nigga that's hiding her, and he wants to have sex with her, and then wants to give me some stupid shit of hers, a certain type of way, manipulating me. Like, it's funny. Like, I said, oh, okay. Well, you could die with your age, bitch, because you just freshly came out. If you had a disease already because other niggas fucking over your astrological tree, good for you, bitch, because you're gonna die with your age. That's what listen. If you had individuals fuck, I saved her point. If you had, and she's wondering how I did it. And I was looking. If you have individuals raping her astrological tree on a daily basis because I'm in the house, I called her to the physical realm, and then she went to go speak with somebody. Yo, she just caught AIDS. She got AIDS, and she was so embarrassed to say, it's just like China. China, same thing. Lovely. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just hearing about certain things my wife can't even tell me. It's just like, she wants me to figure it out herself. If yo, the niggas that they went and slept with are the niggas that gave them AIDS. You just didn't realize it. Guaranteed. It's not like I didn't have to do nothing. Their astrological tree was sick. The sickness wants to go to the person that was causing the ignorance. It's natural medicine. So good luck, Good luck with it. Another nigga looking at her like she's some whoopee cushion doll right now. You know, they go pop, pop, all type of shit. Is she? All he has to know, she heard this, she's dead. After that, I done stripped them of their magic a certain type of way already. So another nigga hears this, did that on that, they didn't kill him automatically. They did it to themselves. I still got. Good for you. You dumb bitch. Penelope. Matter of fact, it's so real, I don't even remember the other names I called. Yo, listen. I called my other wife to go get Donto. Because I was like, yo, Donto, that can't happen with Donto. Go get Donto. When my other wife shows up, one of them shows up, and then she's over here walking around like she wants to go shopping and shit. I didn't say anything. I'm trying to remember things just to make sure she's alright. I call one of my other wives. She tells me, how are you here and I'm starving? I've been calling you so long. You've been here and I'm starving and then I've been so hungry and so I'm like, oh man. I was already just happy to see her. Something happened. Something happened a certain type of way concerning her. Uh, they were doing magic on it. It was a real movie. They tried to kill my son. My wife is wondering, how do they do something a certain type of way, right? And then I'm over here like, my wife was wondering how to heal a certain type of situation, how to do something because she wanted to do certain magic. But she's looking at me like, what does she need for the magic to do the magic? Because they try to snap my son's neck. My son showed up. Yo, my nigga, I happen to be here, my nigga. Another nigga's like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, something happened a certain type of way. Look where I ended up. I'm not even telling people where I'm at. At a certain time, I'm just being real. I haven't even told people where I'm really at a certain type of way. Something happened to my wife. I ended up right here. If I didn't love my wife, my wife was wondering if I really loved her. I ended up right here. Another nigga, all he was doing was trying to dick my wife down all day. All day, he couldn't believe it. My son is wondering what happened. In the movie, my wife can't say that there's some gangster shit is happening. They snapped my son's neck. My son didn't. My son looked at me. He couldn't even say nothing. The nigga just. I'm looking at the nigga. Like I didn't say nothing. I just told my God. As I'm watching what's going on with my wife, they're doing some magic and they needed to know how the magic needed. I started crying. I don't know if my wife watched the rest of the movie. I'll start crying, watching the movie,
The nigga figured out what was going on with the magic. Right after that, I couldn't stay in New York. My wife wondering what is going on with this nigga. The nigga didn't know how to do the magic, and then the nigga realized when I was crying what happened and stuff. The nigga already been trying to hunt me down just to get a certain thing from me a certain type of way because he wanted the magic. I'm staying away from the nigga. The nigga's gonna try to make a devastation happen in my life to get a form, to get uh, uh, some type of magic a certain type of way so he could go do so. The niggas they thought they were gonna jeopardize a lady in the house, Bertide Remy life because they want to get the magic a certain type of way, but they want to get it in New York because they didn't want me to get it over here because they know the people over here gonna realize what's going on. The same people from the movie was trying to turn people against me. And that's what we're talking about. Yo, listen, in the movie, right? Age, Shayla, and Liv was in the movie, and they were trying to hunt down my wife in the movie, but they couldn't kill her in the movie. My wife was speaking on some gangster shit. They snapped my son's neck. The other nigga is running around in the movie, wondering he's turning into some type of bad guy. I'm looking at the nigga, you know who it was? The nigga shit. The nigga thought I just didn't recognize him. I'm looking at the nigga like, wow. The nigga snapped my son's neck. My son is showing me a certain type of way certain things you go through. Not only was individuals going after the how can I say this, the chalice, um because they weren't doing it as a chalice. You know, another nigga's trying to tell a nigga you and protect my seed. I'm the real situation. Yo, listen, I have nothing to do with the chalice, my nigga. I'm the reason of the chalice, my nigga. I'm the reason of the fucking the 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 goblet. You know, you would call it the goblet, but a person says, you know, they're saying the cup that Christ drank from. They said, right? I'm the yo. Listen, Christ is my fucking child, man. Another person speaking about something, and I'm the reason of the existence. So then I'm looking at individuals a certain type of way. My girl's telling me another nigga is repeatedly trying to rape her. I'm ignoring the situation a certain type of way. The other bitch is on television looking like an asshole. Every other night she's looking like tonight the girl's looking like an asshole. And then let me explain something to you. She's trying to tell me she tried to cover up a crime, right? The bitch didn't commit no fucking crime. The bitch just she's just looking out for her whole friends, her whole circle that already tried to fuck up her mother astrological piece of magic. And then she's in a certain type of situation herself. And all me and another nigga already got into it. I'm already looking at this nigga like, you know, my wife was running around on her planet on the forest. Another nigga is thinking about a camping party that happened a long time ago. and then another nigga's wondering what the fuck is happening. The nigga said, what happened? Well, I was the real one in the movie. Y'all started fucking with bogus. Bogey went and endangered his life. And then all type of situations happened. Then when I went to go correct the situation a certain type of way, niggas got nervous. He was like, oh my god, it's not bogus, it's bad. They're like, wait a minute, who did they do it to?
I just don't say nothing. Because my wife was like, yo, you know, your dad went through a lot for y'all. I just didn't realize what y'all did to your dad a certain type of way. She just be looking at the, telling him some old crazy shit because she's scared herself. Like, yo, my God. What the fuck? She's wondering what the fuck did she do that got them acting like that. So she's extra nervous. Then, on top of it, I was reminded of them trying to kill my son, Seti. Then, when I seen my son, I was so amazed to see my son at the time. I couldn't see nothing. It was so real. I didn't even want to endanger his life. The nigga let me know that he's here. I said, not here, but where I was before. I said, oh, you know, I ain't gonna tell you where it happened. I walked right by. We walked right by each other. And I was like, oh my god, I love the little love of my life, the little trooper. I said, my little trooper. Then I seen my other son. I just didn't want to say nothing. You know, another person said, "What are you speaking about?" I see my other son somewhere, and then I see my other son. So I after that, I just didn't want to say nothing because I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3 is okay. I seen this nigga brothers. I seen the other nigga brothers certain times, certain cases. I seen this nigga. I said, okay, I'm not worried about that. Then another nigga's wondering what's going on with me. Then, then, then you over here, you have Charlene individuals. You got the main individuals. You had you had my family. You know I'm a little fat. My family sent me a message. I didn't even see them. They sent me a message, and then other other things happen a certain type of way. I'm just keeping to myself. All I want is my wife pussy. My wife can't come around me because she uh, she's fighting a battle because of some next nigga. That then I'm looking at Telemundo. Another nigga's hollering at my other family saying, yo, the nigga's okay. Then on top of it, my other son, he certain things happen in New York concerning my other son. Couldn't even chill with him. I seen him get into a car one day. I told the nigga don't give me a pound. The nigga gets into the car and I'm looking at the nigga like, yo, my nigga, why you getting into a car with a chick that's robbing me already and she wants to kill you tonight? I seen him at the store, and the day I had the fight with Tricks, the nigga pulls up with, and he's coming, and I'm looking at the nigga, and I look at this car. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, this chick is gonna try to kill the nigga tonight. I looked at my son and said, oh man, the bitch is here, my nigga. The bitch is here, my nigga. I seen my son. I seen some fucking dog looking like my son. I looked at the nigga. I said, I don't know that shit. My other son, he had to act like he didn't know me. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this nigga. I'm like, oh, that's good for you. I'm looking at my other son at the time, and I'm like, yo, listen, my nigga. You all I really have a certain type of way. I'd be happy to see you, but hey, bro, Victor's gonna give you problems because your brother be on television wilding every fucking day. Every day I see my son, I'll be watching, not television, I'll be watching certain things, and I see his brother holding it down, going through. I don't know if my son even knows about it. I'm like, I'm wondering if my son is trying to tell me something. I don't know if he's trying to show me something. But I'm seeing his brother going through it every day, and I'm like, yo, hey, you know, the niggas letting me know something happened a certain type of way. Then I'm looking at Victor at the time, and I'm like, Victor knew about all of this. Victor could have handled all of that situation a certain type of way. Victor went and showed me he wanted to finish a situation. I'll go look at something today. Victor brother showed me it was something else he wants to do. When I seen Victor, Victor was made in a fucking casket, and then niggas do something to it. You know, I don't want to think about that type of situation because that cannot be the reality of what I see in the same time. I refuse to even think that's the reality because if I'm really thinking that something happened a certain time, it gotta be something, right? Because I can't believe it because, I seen something happen to the other niggas and then I seen the brothers went looking for them and then got caught up in the situation. I'm wondering if it's the Scorpion Ninjas, is it the caretakers that just hunting down certain individuals because certain things that they did? So it's like if individuals did this individual did this. But if you're calling an individual, it's like if an individual continuously has sex and he conditions something else, he's not going to condition his brother because that means his brother was helping him survive. That means a certain type of way. Other niggas probably different, but if his brother came looking for him, that's because his brother is his brother. It's not because his brother was having sex and that's a continuous. Something else is going on. Probably somebody fucked up and do that, and then they do something to my, and then they wondering, how am I going to feel about this situation? How would? Are you going to make the situation more wonderful than what it is, or are you going to make it worse than what it is? It doesn't make no sense, right? If I went and listen, I went and hollered at the Knicks. Other niggas is like, yo, this nigga knows what he's doing. This nigga hollered at niggas. I'm looking at niggas like, yo, listen. I didn't tell y'all go get with, yo, listen, don't go get with your little, your double little scumbags in the street. Because, yo, listen, all y'all got is hands over here. Don't go get with your double little scumbags in the street. The other nigga, I can't say nothing to the nigga because I'm like, the nigga doesn't know what I hollered at. I'm seeing another nigga telling me working, and then I'm scared for the other nigga because I'm like, yo, listen, when I seen this nigga, I was really there with the nigga, and then when they called him, and then on top of it, in the paradigm, I did it again. And then I was gonna put the nigga away. Last time, I was gonna put the nigga away because another person said, what happened? You seen somebody watch footage of me putting somebody away, and then I called them in the paradigm again, but I put him away the first time. So the other guy's nervous. He's like, your dad is the one that put me away the first time. He's looking at me. The nigga was smoking weed somewhere, and he wasn't supposed to be smoking weed. And I put the nigga away. I had to film it. Like, yo, before it happened, I filmed it. I was like, yo, listen, this smoking weed over here. This nigga know where we at? I said, oh, I'm gonna brief you this nigga. I said, I put the nigga on camera right now. I was looking at the nigga. Nigga looking at me. Nigga speaking, the nigga's he's thinking he was extra nervous. I'm looking at the nigga like nigga's like, yeah, da. And I'm looking at like I gotta put him away because one is because he smoked weed all the time. Two is because I'm gonna need him at it. Then I put the nigga away. I call the nigga. Nigga can't even say nothing to me. He's thinking like, wait a minute. The other nigga put bogey lights out. But I'm the real bogey. But he put bogey lights out. You understand? That was bogey. And I want to tell you about it. Then another nigga was fucking my astrological tree, and he didn't know who he was fucking over a certain type of way. Nigga really fucked up.
Bogey, Bogey was around. I seen Bogey one time. The nigga was lucky I was around. Another nigga put hands on Bogey. I looked at Bogey and said, oh. In a way, they're brothers. But I couldn't get into that because the nigga already, he done fucked Bogey over. Bogey looking at me like, I can't believe this shit. And then I just don't say nothing. Bogey, Bogey extra crazy. Bogey extra crazy with it. And I'm Bogey's dad. But the nigga, Bogey is humbling his reality. Bogey looks totally, yo, I can't even tell you. Nigga, Bogey see me. The nigga said, the nigga Bogey, oh. I seen my other son. Them niggas let me know they've been wilding ever since I was a certain time. Because when I called them, it was at a time, and they were right back at it. Nigga said, yo, Benson were right back at it. I'm looking at, what the fuck is this talking about? Then when I'm little, I just didn't say nothing. Another nigga thinking it's gonna be over. Another nigga wanna go. Another nigga wanna do a black party. I'm not. I'm with another nigga that thinking I'ma be with his mother after what certain things have been happening. Another nigga's telling me you think it was rags. No, I know it was rags. Another nigga saying, why you say that? Because rags did it so much that my other son, yo, they almost killed my other son while I was with him, and they tried to kill me at the same time, and he was whipping everybody out. Oh. He should be okay because my other son is so sensitive about me, my nigga. The nigga is gonna kill everybody. And nigga said, what are you talking about? My other son is as soon as I seen him, he was supposed to tell everybody, shut the fuck up. Hey, listen. That was my son, to really tell you the truth. I think I stripped him of his powers the last time I was around him also. But I thought he was rags, man. Oh no. There was a girl crying for him that wasn't his girl. That made me kinda even more mad because in a way I was right then and there when I seen that I was like, yo, listen man, yo, nah, yo, that's it. I'm taking this nigga shit. Then we went upstairs and shit. Right after I said that, we both went to the hospital. We both went to the hospital because niggas took me to King's County. Or was it Coney Island? I don't remember. But I stripped the nigga because I thought he was rags because of what the girl did at the time. I'm like, I'm in a fucking hospital. And then Shorty started crying. I'm looking at this nigga, I'm looking at Shorty like, oh, you fucking outside bitches? And we like, what? Oh no. I said, oh, you came to kill me? You can't, you over here with your,
You got your killer with you? I was like, oh my god. I stripped the nigga right then and there. Kill him. Kill him. Let me go. Kill him. Let me go. I mean, kill him. I was like, really murder the nigga. Let me go, my nigga. Because it was like, I don't want nothing to happen to the nigga, to tell you the truth, because I realized the nigga's not right. So the nigga should be okay right about now. So, but that hurt my heart. That broke my heart already. That was the one that broke my heart. Just by looking at him, like, oh man, his mother probably going crazy. Like, go fuck, is he on drugs? His mother probably like, me on drugs? Oh, I'm cracking this. That was one of the favorite ones of her mother. The brothers was nervous after that. Oh wow. Then now we got Tessa. Tessa. And I'm looking at the nigga like, the nigga been wanting me to go somewhere. I'm not going certain places. I want my wife. I want my wife that I seen in the movie. My other wife is wondering, why would you want her? I said, listen, I'm not even gonna get into it. My wife's thinking something else. I want to do something else for my wife. And I've been here how long? And where's my situation a certain type of way? You know, I'm not trying to hear nothing a certain type of way. My son is okay. If the nigga tries to get in my pussy after I get yo, only reason why I'm giving the nigga back his powers a certain type of way is because I realize he's not Rags. Rags, yep. The nigga, tell you something, yeah, listen man, you're Shabbat bitch, man. You're Shabbat bitch, you know, doing the other, another type of thing. And then the other one tried to kill my bitch. They came together and tried to kill the other one. You know, the little beef started a certain type of way. There was a couple of times it started. Then on top of it, then they try to put my son dead in it a certain type of way. Then when I realized that, I said, yeah, man, there's nothing else to speak about because I don't want to get into it, you know, because another person has made a difference between niggas in certain type of ways. See, this is why I did certain things at a time, a certain type of way, because I was like, yo, you know, niggas are gonna get at niggas a certain type of way, and then they're gonna realize they really fucked up. Another nigga don't need to know my resume, but that's what they were trying to find out. But you know, I told my son, he'll know, he'll come find me. He doesn't. My son loves me so much, even if I did something to him, he's gonna come find me because he can't make a move without me. He's one of those niggas that just can't really move around too much without me, you know. So I don't worry about it. My son, you know, if he finds Rags there, but he's gonna fuck Rags up because it's Rags that caused this shit. So anyway, but I'm tired, man. Yo, listen, in physics, I want my wife. My other wife here, my other wife is supposed to be cooking for me by now and shit, making me some fucking stuff, like some fucking, some blueberry sky blueberry slushy shit that I like from before. And I want my wife that I seen that told me she was hungry. I was hungry for her too. I was really hungry for her too, but you know, I just couldn't, I can't even explain. But I'm gonna be real though. When I catch my daughter though, I'm not even gonna say that because
Yo, I respirated doctor. Another person says, "Why? Don't need investigation." Another nigga started speaking to me technically. Yo, listen. If China tried to do something a certain type of way, the nigga she sex gave her AIDS. Yo, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how much martial arts she tells you she knows. She could be a celestial empress. Yo, they ain't no curing that. Yo, they ain't no curing that. You fuck somebody, they ain't no curing that. That's it. And then that's it, my nigga. And then you wondering about the little beef, and then I'm still the triple crown emperor, my nigga. So like, it don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense because I come right to the house on some what's up. You don't know me, my nigga. So it's just like another nigga. He thinking about something else because he wants me to notice something else because something he's going through a certain type of way. And I can't say nothing because I'm looking at another nigga like I seen my wife. She looked at me and I was like, I ain't want to say that, man. And then I'm looking at this dude that does some crazy shit every day, and then I'm thinking about all my celestial empresses every time. Like, does this nigga know what he did? Is nigga thinking about what he did and what I seen? Are they thinking about what I seen with the nigga? They can't even have consciousness right now because I'm gonna be here. I gotta repair the magic, so they have to be possessed. I gotta see them to make sure they're possessed. Because I gotta repair the magic instantly so they don't get hurt. And it's like look at the nigga that can position himself on. Then on top of it, I'm thinking about the Sky Mountain because I have a little Sky Mountain that appears every now and then to watch me. Another person doesn't know what's going on. And then on top of it, the mountain, I never had the mountain eyes. So I only have the sky. I can't even tell you. I gotta I gotta regard myself. And then to see the shit the nigga did, I can't even. I don't even go. You listen. I don't even go outside. I respect my habitation so much. I stay away from these people over here in the social economic system because people are getting murdered over here. You come over here where I'm at, you guaranteed to get murdered. It's just like an easy picking. It's just like, oh, there you go. Thank you. Up and away. You're going. And then on top of it, if the wrong niggas come touch the wrong thing, and something that happens come see me, we ain't going that way.